Hello, guys. Welcome to Gusto Reactions once again. Thank you so much for all this liking and sharing, subscribing. Of course, telling your friends about what we do right at Gusto TV. Big Lala is very much in the building today. And of course, Big Lala, someone actually, came back at you over the Whiskey Made in Lagos 2 years later. They are still coming for you over that Made in Lagos and, A Better Time album. Man, he said, Shay, don't let this man come to your show again and everything. But of course, I cannot do that. Big Lala is a major VIP on the show. And
VIP.
You're very much
You know what I won't say is annoying, but yeah, it is what it is. But people only see that video. They were not followers. They were followers. They will see other videos of when I came back and I was like, well, forget what I said that time. This thing was but yeah, it is what it is. We have to live with it. It's what it is.
Big Lala, when you first heard that song Slow Slow for the first time, did you think it was Wande?
Well, that period, there was the period of people sounding like people. Of course, you think it's Wande because Wande was popular back then. You wouldn't mistake. You would almost mistake that guy Chuddy for Wande and sounding like somebody or directly copying somebody local was a thing back then. I remember a certain Dami Crane was a direct copy of a Whiskey when he first started. Some other guy, was it Flow Sick or something, a direct copy of
Flow Sick Whiskey.
Those guys, they saw what Wiz was doing and then they were copying. Same thing with Wande, and I won't say it was copying, but it was an era of sounding alike, of course. Yeah.
Was it a case of one person coming out before the other? Because according to Chuddy, and of course Wande also confirmed, they were in a group together called Salvation Boys before they all, got admission into different universities to study, whatever and everything. So would you say it's a copy or it's a group's kind of sound? It's a group sound, so everyone took after that sound.
Well, I think you might say it's the group sound, which is fair. They say we've seen the same thing even in the recent day. There's a certain Alpha P and Rema who sound almost alike. They used to be in the same group together.
Yes.
Yeah. But then in some certain cases, it wasn't like we're in a group together. It was, I started this thing first. We came along. There was Nice, there was Isolates, right? They were never in a group together. There was the band.
And there was
there was no group together. So in some cases you can say it was a group thing. In some cases it's not.
Can we say there was Terry G and Portage? Anyways,
there was ay.com
and
what's the name of this guy that used to do songs with Brackets? They sounded alike a lot. Forgot his name. All right, go on.
Okay. Anyways, we social media was agog just some days, about a day or two ago. Chuddy actually in a video that resurfaced, I think they said, some said recent video, some said an old video. He actually came out and said, "Man, I face a lot in this industry. There was actually a time, that a certain record label boss actually told OAPs to blacklist me, to stop playing my song because I sounded like his artist." And this the record label boss is no more with the artist right now. This same record label boss told show promoters that they should stop calling me for shows and all of that. This guy literally, he went.
It wasn't direct, but it was direct.
Almost went, I had to call the name. He said he doesn't want to cloud chase. If not, he would have called the name of the, the person and everything. Like, everyone knows the person. The person is big on social media. The person is an influencer.
He doesn't even need to say again. Doesn't say anything again now.
You understand?
Direct, yeah.
You understand? So he said a lot, to describe the person, and of course, everyone put one or, in fact, they didn't put one or two together. They put 0 and 0 together because it was very easy, to know who that person, was. Kiss Daniel actually, a while ago talked about the industry being, a cabal, of some sort. Big Lala, what do you think about this major allegation to Don Jazzy?
Well, is it possible? In the Nigerian music industry, of course, anything is possible.
Yeah.
Some people may find it hard to believe, seeing that the person in question has a big heart. No, the person in question.
Okay. Yeah.
Has a big heart.
Are you afraid to call the name?
What's my own?
Allegedly.
Am I the one that made the accusation? The person that made the accusation did not even mention the person. So the person I think it is, allegedly has a big heart.
Big heart, yes.
Well known, one of the biggest music influencers in the game.
Yeah.
Is it possible? I would say maybe, perhaps, because back then anything goes. Like label owners or whoever is in charge of the label, they do everything in their power to make sure that, I mean, that era was the era of what's it called? It was the era of gatekeepers, the rise of the real gatekeepers back then. Those gatekeepers, they were really powerful. You couldn't get anything done without them, and they showed power. But if you look, if you want to be critical, how big were these guys back then? Did they have the big bucks to actually pay these guys and say, oh, don't call this guy to my show? How, if you want to think about it fully, this may have been a rumor that Chuddy himself had, right? The same way this particular talk, I'm pretty sure you've heard this thing time and time and again. It's not new to you. It's not new to me.
No, it's not new. It's not new.
Exactly. It's just been on the ground rumor that's went around. It may be the same rumor that has passed around to Chuddy, and he decides to take it as true. As true. Yeah, he may think, oh, this is the reason why I didn't make headway with my music. Finding something to hold and blame and say.
He said that Big Lala, this guy said an OEP or some OEPs actually told him, you know, that like he's not saying, he didn't say it from he just thought this could be the case. Like some people actually came to. And Big Lala, another case, I mean, on Twitter, I saw two different perspectives on Twitter, yesterday. Now, one person said, this guy could actually be saying the truth, but because of the other person's benevolence on Twitter and all of that, because people still want to win giveaway and everything, they wouldn't. And of course, because he's still in the game and he's still leading in the game right now, Also, another person said, remember, Durella said the same thing at that time. Nobody believed them. So now, there's been a whole lot of talks around, oh, did he really do it? Can he do it? Can he not do it? My question is, can he really do it?
Of course, if back then he's as, of course they were big. That was more hits era. I mean, even though they came around and said, oh, they almost sold the label at one point, maybe because they were not making profit, or I don't know. That era, more hits was a thing. I'm not sure how big of an influence they were. They were stars.
Were
they as influential as they are right now? If you say he's doing it right now, say I will almost believe it that yes, he's doing it right now because there's big bucks to do it.
There's big bucks, yes. Yeah.
You get But back then, well, it's Chuddy's story. You can't, I mean, he's the one who's living and whatever happened, the life of whatever. So I mean, he knows if he says that's what happened, then fine. But if he heard, he may just be looking for a reason to cling on to and say, oh, this is the reason why music didn't go as far as it should. But none of that affected Chuddy's career, because even back then when I was not even in Nigeria, I still heard of a Chuddy. Chuddy was massive. Video was massive. Songs were massive. I don't think, if that was the intent from somebody, I don't think it worked at all, because people knew who Chuddy was. Chuddy and this other guy, what's his name? Shayo, what's his name? Vigiano. Those guys were killing it in that era. These days, people will call them one-hit wonder. It wasn't because
Chuddy was not even a one-hit wonder. I mean, he had Brazilian hair. He had the go gaga crazy. He has slow.
Exactly. So if that was the case, I don't think it affected him one bit. Maybe perhaps he's just looking for. I mean, a part of me is saying this is not because of giveaway and because somebody will say I'm expecting that. It's not because of giveaway. But a part of me, I mean, it's. I don't think it's true. To be honest, I don't think it's true. But it's not beyond anybody to do in the industry. We've seen people do it. Especially in the industry, people leave labels and all of a sudden nobody is messing with them again. You get all in the name of the link for this or the link for that. You get somebody leaves. Somebody, I don't want to mention names, so people leave labels and it's so hard for them to get along with people. Like they don't have the links anymore. Again, so
Definitely.
it's not beyond anybody to do. Is it possible that he could have done it? Of course, it's possible.
Yeah.
But do I believe it? I would want to say no, I don't believe it.
Okay, Big Lala, as we go right now, someone on Twitter as well, and I want you to actually, look at this from both angles. Now, this person said, even if he believes, like the person doesn't want to believe, but he said, even if he believes it, that Don Jazzy should not be blamed because he was only trying to protect his business. What do you think about that statement?
That's nonsense, because if indeed he did, it's wrong, because that means you're trying to kill competition. Competition is supposed to make you push it to the hardest and come out on top and give your best, right? That's what competition is supposed to do. People are always afraid of competition. Well, it was the early days or the early time of his career as a label manager, or whatever it is, which I get it. Is it possible that he did it and made a mistake back then, and he doesn't see it as I mean, maybe because people on the come up, people do make mistakes. It's possible. Like I said, if he did do it and it was for, I'm protecting my artist because of it's complete utter bollocks. It's nonsense. People shouldn't do that. You cannot tamper with the growth of your competition. The only way you can beat your competition is to do what both of you are, kill your space.
Do better,
better than them. You cannot directly affect them. It's unfair.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't. If it does it, if he did it that way, then it's nonsense.
Okay, well, basically, everyone is talking on Twitter. Big Lala has said his own. Guys, let's have your thoughts. What do you think about this? Don Jazzy, well, Chuddy didn't say anything, but if we are being, if
why people believe? People believe because the same thing happened with Duvela. Right?
Yeah.
Duvela actually got paid off for that particular dispute of the song that he had with the band. He got paid off because he did an interview and then he later came back and said, no. So that means what he settled. So people might look at precedents and be like, he has done it before then, perhaps. But if he did it with Duvela was even slightly different because it was a dispute over a song. Who won the song? And they said so that it wasn't a dispute of trying to kill the dwellers, trying to kill.
Definitely. Anyways, guys, let's have your thoughts on that one. Put your comment down below. We'll see you on the next one. Please let us know respectfully. What do you think about Chuddy K? And of course, accusing Don Jazzy of killing, of allegedly accusing Don Jazzy of killing his career at the time because of Wande Cole. Let's have your thought. Put everything down below. We'll see you guys on the very next one. Please stay safe and God bless.